everyone, welcome to the channel. The number one question we've had since leaving the toy hauler and returning back to a Class A motorhome is,
what are we doing about the bike?
Today we answer that question.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. As you can tell from the intro, we share content on RVing and some pretty cool motorcycle rides. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you along for the journey.
As many of you know, several months ago we traded in the toy hauler and are now traveling full-time in a Class A motorhome. And for the first couple of months, we flat-towed a vehicle, and many of you were asking how we were going to take the bike with us.
And you know, when you travel in a Class A motorhome and you want to take a vehicle and a motorcycle, you do have a few options. One option is, you can simply transport the bike in the bed of a pickup truck and then simply tow the truck behind the motorhome. But we traded in the 350 that we had along with the toy hauler and didn't want to go through the expense of purchasing another truck.
Right. Another option is a motorcycle lift on the back of the RV. With that system, you can take your bike and still tow a vehicle behind the motorhome, but that would put us way overweight on the rear axle of the motorhome.
Another option is you can double tow, or some call it triple tow, which is illegal in some states, but regardless, that option really didn't appeal to us. And of course, there are more options available that we didn't mention here, but we chose to tow a simple no-frills trailer that can transport the car and the bike, along with some other items that we want to use during our full-time travel.
In fact, let's have a look at the option we chose.
Okay, let's have a look at our 24-foot trailer by Freedom Trailers, 24-foot V-nose. You can see the V right there. It does have an extended tongue on it, which I really like because it helps give me more room between the bus and the trailer itself, so I can actually make sharper turns with it. I like that. Got some stone guard here in the front. Nothing fancy. Of course, it has the door. You see, it is a tandem. Those are 15-inch wheels. I wish they were 16, but oh well. And here's the back door here, you can see. And this big ramp lets down. I'm gonna show you that in just a moment. Of course, you gotta keep everything locked up, right? So I got a couple of locks back here. I do like the tail lights there. It's a nice LED package. And I guess it's standard on most trailers. And the very first day that we had it, we were stopped at a Cracker Barrel to eat, and somebody left this for me. Nice little dent right there. I have no idea how it happened. We were plenty far away from everybody. But let's open this back door and let's have a look on the inside and see what we got. Okay, as you can see, there's going to be ample room for a car and a motorcycle. Yeah, actually a couple motorcycles. And right now I'm tying everything down with D-rings. See right here. And I've got several up here toward the front that I'm using, and then two of them up in the very front. Can't see them at the moment, kind of. There's one right there, and the other one's over here. And as I said at the beginning, it's a no-frills trailer. You see I've got the wooden sides. I just went real simple. Studs are every 16 inches. Cross members in the floor are every 16 inches. It does have a 7-foot ceiling, which gives me a little bit more height. Gives a sense of being open at least. It does have a vent right there. And it also has a light inside. The trailer weighs 3,800 pounds empty. It can carry 6,200 pounds of payload, so that's a 10,000 pounds total weight. And I've weighed this a couple different times at truck stops, and we were at 8,500 pounds with regard to the trailer, so we're good to go for now. Let me show you how easy the bike and the car load up. The only challenge I have after I've loaded the car is actually climbing out. And you can see there's no way I'm gonna be able to open this door to get out. So we have to play NASCAR. Take the shoe off. All right, as you can see, loading the motorcycle and the car is really a breeze in this size trailer. Not to mention, you know, we still have room, of course, for our extras that we want to carry, extra supplies that we feel like we need. And I do have some upgrades coming for the trailer that I haven't installed yet, but while I'm here, I'm going to install some more D-rings and some E-track along the sides, probably not the floor, but certainly on the sides. And I do have a spare tire. I'm going to mount it up on the side there. So I've got several projects coming with the trailer that's going to make it a little bit more usable. Originally, I was a little hesitant to go with the trailer because I was concerned about the overall length of the motorhome plus the trailer. Keep in mind, our motorhome is some 41 feet long. The trailer is 24 feet plus the tongue, which makes us officially about 70 feet long. And most states' overall length regarding RVs towing is between 65 and 75 feet. So we're okay in some states and maybe a little bit over in others. But I will say towing the trailer has not been a big deal at all. In fact, I've been very surprised with how well the experience has been.
We've traveled over 3,500 miles with it so far, being in multiple RV parks, and so far everything has gone according to plan.
And speaking about RV parks, that was another concern that we had about towing a trailer, is finding RV parks that could accommodate such a large rig. But again, after traveling from Georgia to California and now up in Oregon, we've had no issues finding a place, and so far that's been really nice. We have had to use our extra sewer hoses a few times because several of the places, the sewer connections were quite a ways from our wet bay connections, but that's been about it.
So that's how we're transporting the motorcycle and the vehicle while traveling in a Class A motorhome. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and we'll try to answer them. And hey, if you want to see a video on an amazing place to see, click the video on the left.
Yeah, and if you want to see a pretty awesome motorcycle ride, click the video on the right. And we hope to see you there. Until next time, be well and stay safe.